waste your time. So don't tell me one more time. Yeah. I'm disappointed that I gotta tell you about it. I'm way too many just let me stay out. Oh yeah, someone has to go. Oh yeah, make me feel worse. 'Cause I deserve someone so tired of you. Thank you, they got you figured out. You think you're good to go. Yeah. Guess what? I don't think so. No. You're disappointed. I gotta take it out. I'm not sure maybe it just let me take it out. Oh yeah, so much to go. Oh yeah. Good evening, hello. Let me turn this down just a little bit again. It's your girl, Rain Woman, coming back to you, of course. Welcome to all of my new supporters and welcome back to all of my returning supporters. And of course, as you can see, we're talking about white women being the standard for beauty and why it is not my standard for beauty. So the reason why the white woman, I'm just going to get right into it. The reason why the white woman is not my standard of beauty, in spite of, for as long as I can remember, and I'm sure as long as many of you can remember, white women, the images of white women have been put in front of us to be the standard, right? Through commercials, through television programming, everything, through billboards, through magazines, you name it, up until Black people were able to have their own magazines and their own programming to be able to distribute any kind of images of us, right? But here is why the white woman is not my standard of beauty. And the white woman has never been my standard of beauty. Because I accepted, even as a little girl, that the Most High created human beings in different shades of color and made us all uniquely in a way that is only fitting to us, right? Furthermore, I do not believe that the white male, the white woman, the Europeans were the first ones to be created. So if they were not the first ones to be created, why would they be the standard of beauty? Doesn't matter what was put in books, doesn't even matter what the images that were intentionally placed in the Bible. Doesn't matter. If they were not the first ones to be created, why would they be the standard of beauty? Moving right along. I have always embraced my dark chocolate skin. In fact, calling my skin, referencing my skin as something as delightful as chocolate, mocha, is what helped me to really embrace my complexion because I gave the symbolism, meaning to me. Peace and welcome, Wolf and Beta Claus. Good to see you. And while I used to hate getting my hair combed when I was a little girl because it took so much time for me to get my hair combed because I had so much hair. And my mother would not put any chemicals in my hair until I like literally begged her. When I was like 13, like I just begged. I begged before then, but I guess she got tired of begging. Just because I just didn't like the time that it took to just sit and get my hair done. Hours at a time, every time I had to get my hair done. But I love, even then, I loved my hair. Right? Now, we're all created in different shapes and sizes and whatnot. I had no idea of knowing, no way of knowing that I would be short, right? In fact, I thought I was going to be tall. I thought that because my biological father is tall. My biological father is like almost 7 feet tall. So I thought that I was going to be tall. Yeah, but no, barely touching 5 feet, barely touching 5 feet. But nevertheless, I embraced my height, I embraced my shape. And I was always considerably smaller than all of my peers. And as a matter of fact, considerably smaller than my other family members. I was pretty much a runt. And you don't really see any runts glorified in storybooks, in fairy tales. Right? As a matter of fact, when I was growing up, and I grew up in the 70s, right? Because I was born in 1970. So in my era of growing up, you didn't really see books that catered to little girls like me. And you didn't see dolls really that catered to little girls like me, especially Barbie dolls. There are very, 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 very few. You almost have to go on a pesky hunt for them. But I always wanted black dolls. Always made my dolls like if they weren't black. Always made them as much as I could, like color on them or something, or some kind of way make them be a reflection of me. I never just would take a doll and be like, oh, this doll is cute because she's white. No, that's just the doll that's available. But moving right along, even in reading storybooks and the fairy tales and watching the different movies and things like that and the commercials. And thank God for my family. Thank God for coming from a family that just pushes you to feel good about yourself anyway. I'm sure that that helps. I'm quite sure that helps. But I just never looked at any of those images and felt like I wanted to be like them. I didn't know though, you couldn't have. So I was naive, I think, to so many things because I wouldn't have thought that all these years later there would be such a struggle of women, and especially black women, accepting their own beauty, their own image. And please now understand something. Don't think for 1 minute that these non-black women and in particular these white women are walking around with all the confidence in the world and are insecurity free. That would be a falsehood. But it makes sense to me now, though. Like, I'm gonna tell you a story that makes sense to me now. But I just didn't think. I just really wouldn't think all these years later that there would be a struggle for others. The only thing I didn't really like is when I was younger, I had pimples. I had pimples, and I know most teenagers do have pimples, right? But I didn't like them, of course, right? And but thank God for Ambi soap. Thank God for Ambi soap to help get rid of the pimples and clear the skin. And you know, as a woman, well, as a female, you know, when we reach puberty and we start our girlfriends, our monthly girlfriend coming around, is when we tend to have our breakouts. Boy, did I ever hate that. But that didn't make me, even that didn't make me want to look at someone else as the standard of beauty, as my standard of beauty. Even lighter skinned American black women or black girls didn't make me want to look like them. So how can, let me say this, how can someone who looks nothing like me, I mean absolutely nothing like me, be my standard of beauty? How can a white woman How can a woman with pale skin be my standard of beauty? So let me describe myself. Pretty much this avatar that you see, because that's me. But I'm dark skinned. Why are you calling me right now? Okay, no, you have to wait. You have to go wait. Oh, nice. Anyway, but anyway, I'm dark skinned. I have nappy hair, kinky hair, kinky hair. I have big doe eyes. I have dark hair at that. Well, there's some strands of gray now, but I have dark hair. I've always had dark hair. My eyes have always been the darkest shade of brown to where they look black. In fact, they have black on my license and certificate because they're so dark. I have I'm not the darkest brown, but I have one of the darkest shades of brown skin. Seriously. I have petite features, even besides my big doe-like eyes. My facial features are petite. Now there is not just saying this, but there is American Indian also in my bloodline. So my the undertones of my skin are not red. The undertones of my skin are like a golden yellow. Golden yellow undertones of a dark brown complexion. How could a white woman, how could a white girl and a white woman be my standard of beauty? I'm petite. Now, when I was a little girl, I was actually skinny, right? Now, it's not hard. It wasn't hard then to find skinny white girls. But my build, even though I was skinny, was not the build of like a skinny white girl. It was like the build of a thin black girl. And then I had bumps, I had bumps in all the right places, especially as I was up into my teen years. So my curves were not that of a white woman. So how can a white woman be my standard of beauty? For all those reasons, she could never be my standard of beauty. Even if I straighten my hair will never be like her hair. But why would I want my hair to be like her hair when there is absolutely nothing wrong with my hair? Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, right? But you're the very first one to take a look at yourself in the mirror. You're the very first one to see you in the morning. Like no one sees you before you see yourself besides God. Even if you have a partner, You wake up to you. You lay down with you. You wake up to you. So I lay down with me. I wake up to me. How could a white woman be my standard of beauty? When I was in the military, when I was in the military, I was about, this was before going over to Saudi Arabia and Iraq. So I was what, 20 years old? Yeah, roughly 20 years old. And I was getting ready to put on some powder, right? Because I'm a girly girl, so I do like wearing makeup. Because that's what my girly girls do. And the Most High told me not to put on makeup. Now, if you don't believe in the Most High, if you don't believe in communicating with the Most High, look, that's on you, but you don't, that does not reflect my story. So this is my story, my relationship, all right? But the Most High told me not to put it on. And I didn't really understand why, but I'm obedient at the time, that time. I'm like, all right, okay. And then I got the message that he wanted me to be fully okay with not even putting on any makeup, not even powder, not no nothing, just protect my skin. And I was like, okay. I can't believe I'm sharing this story because let me tell you, I did not intend to share this story when I decided to do this spring. So I'm just gonna go with the flow and continue to be obedient here while I'm out here. But the Most High was guiding me through a period of not wearing any kind of makeup at all. Nowhere. Nowhere at all. It was awkward at first because when my mother finally allowed me to be able to wear makeup, I was excited. For one, because I was one of those girls that, okay, I used to sneak the lip gloss to school and then I have to wipe off my lips before my mom comes home and before I got home because my brothers, them know that I was not supposed to have any kind of makeup and I was not allowed to wear lipstick or lip gloss like all the other girls were doing. I don't know if they were supposed to wear it or not, but my mother wasn't trying to have it, so I had to wipe my lips clean. Because even as a teenager, I could still get a whooping. Yeah, my mom whooped me for a long time. And then she went from whoopings to straight punishment. So that was not fun. That was not fun at all. So yeah. So my mother finally allowed me to start wearing makeup. You couldn't tell me nothing, nothing. So for me to go through that period that the Most High told me to not wear makeup at all, like my mom, not to wear makeup at all. To be an example of other people, other girls, and other women embracing their natural beauty. But I had no idea that all these years later, that it would be a need for that. And yet it is. And I'm here for it. So I want to encourage. First of all, let me say this before I say it, before I continue. This is no shade at all to any non-black woman, or and it's no shade for white women. But we're different. We are completely different. And I don't need a non-black person, a non-black woman to define my beauty. The white woman and the white man did not create me. You didn't create me. You have no power. I give white society no power over my personal being. And that includes my imagery and my standard of beauty. But check this out. Another black woman cannot be the standard of my beauty either. Because we're still different. Everyone has an opportunity to create and to be your own standard of beauty. Makeup should be an accessory. Even all the hair and all the extra things that we do, because please believe, I am so into all of that. I love it all. I do. I enjoy being a woman. I love being a woman. And I've always liked being a girl. When I was a girl, when I was young, I liked being a girl. I never wanted to be a boy. I've never wanted to be another sex. I love being a girl and I love being a woman. So I love all of the other things that makes it just fun and exciting. I love playing in makeup. I love playing in fashion. I love playing in shoes. I love accessories. I love changing my hair. I love weave. I love wigs, braids. I love all of that. But I don't love any of that more than I love me. That's just extra. I don't love any of that more than I love me totally naked. Without any of that. And I guess that's what makes it even so much more fun. And I wouldn't have it any other way. So I want to encourage every woman, even men. You know what? Hey men, you too. You don't have to cut your hair like another man cuts his hair. You don't have to grow your beard or treat your beard like every other man treats his beard. And especially if you're black or, whatever. Not like somebody that's not like you. Why would you do that? But for my sisters, let me talk to my sisters, my fellow black women. You are your own standard of beauty. Make the world see you for exactly who you are by showing up in your beautiful skin. Now, if there's some flaws in your skin, like if you have pimples even now, or some kind of blemishes, just instead of trying to cover those up, look to see what you can do to improve your skin and to have a healthier skin so that your makeup is to enhance your beauty, not change your beauty. Don't be dependent on makeup. And if you're going to wear makeup, don't wear makeup that makes you look lighter than what you are. There are so many different shades out there, and there is makeup out there even to match your undertone. So embrace that. Don't try to change what God did. Don't slap the Most High in the face by telling him that what somebody else's opinion is more important than his thoughts about his own design. You are a masterpiece. I am a masterpiece. I am art. My beauty is art. It is an authentic look. You have your own authentic look. Embrace who you are. Embrace your image. It's a beautiful thing. When you embrace, like when you really, really embrace your own image, and when you really define for yourself what beauty is, and you hold yourself to that standard, others receive you more for who you are. And if people don't like you, if they don't like it, that's okay. Not everybody, there is no one that meets anyone's and everyone's standard. Okay? Nobody, no one. Take who you might think might be the most beautiful person in the world. And I promise you, there is someone that person is not attractive to at all. Someone is not pleased with the way that person looks at all. So this is another case of how and why you should just be you. All I'm ever going to be, all I'm ever going to strive to be is me. That is it. And a better version of me. And that is it. Period. Point blank. And with that, I want to thank the Wolf in Better Clothes for coming through. Hey, hey. If you're catching this on the replay, I hope you're embracing you. Hit the thumbs button, share this with a friend, a neighbor, somebody, and I am out. Peace. Oh, my bad. Hey, water sniper. Hi, Edward. PC over, chef disaster. Shalom, Master Moshe, and the Roger report. Peace to all of you. All is well, Master Moshe. Thank you so much. Hey, everyone, I'm out. Peace. Do that, water sniper.